Hey, soon and very soon. I don't even know how it goes. Hey, if you get on it, better trip out. Hey, if you better trip out. You better not trip out. I can't move my hips like that.
What it do? Welcome to another episode, a special episode of Two Ways to Say It. It is our Christmas episode. And if you celebrate other stuff, just happy holidays. You know, trying to be very inclusive. What song? When you hear a song, what song makes you get into the Christmas spirit?
Oh my God, please don't ask me that because you already know. Okay, so for me, around the Christmas season, since I'm a single female, people always ask me why I'm single, but I can never answer that question. So I'm not going to lie. Once I hear what do the lonely do for Christmas, that's how I know it's Christmas time. And also Luther Vandross, I think it's called Every Year, Every Christmas.
Yeah.
Very sad, but that's me. I wouldn't be a Scorpio if I didn't listen to depressing music. So yeah, I like to feel my emotions. So those are my two top Christmas songs.
As a Pisces, I should be sad, but I'm not gonna do that because we're so deep. Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know.
You sound like oh, you probably didn't watch the episode of Love and Hip Hop. So when they told Erica Miller to sing that song in front of Rich, I think, and it sounded like she was whispering.
Oh, I think I remember. I don't remember how she sounded, but I do remember.
Yeah, he was like, she did a lot of work. But
that reminded me of when you remember when Carla Reed was going to Johnson and Stevie. And like she a Jamaican artist.
Yeah, she's like, this was like Gucci Prada song.
We're gonna get for Christmas.
Say what you gonna get there, boy. I want $1,200, 11 pair of shoes, 10 fingernails, 9 packs of weed, 8 male strippers, 7 bus passes, 6 some 5 month free rent, 4 some 3 pocketbooks, 2 and a man with a lot of money. What you do?
I want a little bit of it. I want a little. Thing, well, you say a family tradition that y'all family do for Christmas.
The first thing I just instantly think about is pulling names.
Yeah.
We've been doing this since Head Start, like even probably before Head Start, but I'll just say Head Start just so anything I can think of. We've been doing it, yeah.
Okay. Mine would be same thing. I think just everybody going to my grandma's house. Honestly, it's funny because we never had Christmas nowhere else but my grandma's house. So
interesting.
If we not at my grandma's house, it just don't feel like Christmas. I feel like the family just separated. Even if you have it at somebody else's house, it don't hit the same. If it's a party or something, but going to my grandma's house, no matter if she happy, mad, or sad, just being there, I think makes it feel like Christmas. So that's our tradition. Everybody getting together. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, one more.
Are you about to cry?
Never did.
Okay.
Never did. You know, I'm not that type.
It's okay.
I'm never gonna do
that. Oh my God, yeah, he wanted to be strong so bad. So for our people out there, strong does not mean not crying.
Let me tell y'all something.
It ain't mean you can tell them.
One thing about me, you ain't gonna see me crying.
Oh my!
You ain't gonna see me crying. I'm sorry. And if you do, please record it and show me, because prove me wrong.
Oh my God!
Get into some other stuff that's not Christmas.
Okay.
So as a podcast, we like to reference other podcasts, and this conversation that was had on the TruthHurts Podcast, and I want to say that it's TruthHurts, but if not, their TikTok account say TruthHurts Podcast. And they had this conversation about masculinity, and we have talked about it on here before, but not to this depth because they're giving specific things that they don't like to see. So it is a woman and a man on the podcast.
Okay.
And the woman was really who started the conversation, and an example of some stuff she said, she don't like to see men with, she said satchels, I think, but purses, kind of the strap, in which of course it became a trend probably with like.
Just a couple of years ago, maybe like what, before.
Yeah. Well, of course, you've seen somebody with it, but now it's like the thing where men are more comfortable wearing it. Men on the podcast agree. He was like, he said it's shaky and suspect. I did remember him say that. He said it's shaky and suspect if you have the purse on or whatever. And low key, like, he'll wear one. But he said it's shaky, and the man who's recording it, he was like, dang, I got one. He was like, yeah, you should get rid of it. They was dead serious. So of course this is a big conversation, if anything, and of course in this community, it'll always be a conversation. We're very much, I won't say judgmental. We're just very strict and judgmental. So what do you think about it, just to start off?
Okay, so let me just start off with the main thing. The fingernail polish, I just can't do. I'm sorry. I just, and when I say that, because I know men, like, they go get manicured and stuff like that, I think you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, of course they're going to put a clear coat. I said clear coat. Clear coat over your nails. Boom. Whatever. I don't care. We talking about full-blown pink, green, orange, colored nail polish. I personally can't do it. Am I saying that the person is suspect? I'm not finna say that.
Yeah.
I just personally wouldn't date anybody with a guy with nail polish.
Yeah.
Now the satchels, I'm trying to see.
Because I think it is the way you wear it.
Yeah, like, of course I'm not into guys if you just sit here walking around with a purse.
Yeah.
Or something like that, even though the satchel different. Now, because of course if we on vacation somewhere, to me, I'm not finna look at it like that. I just think it just depends on the person.
The
like,
preference is always gonna be fair. So like, I had to argue the general argument, because I think if somebody say, I think everybody in life has a preference. It is something you don't want your partner to do. No matter how people can say, I don't care how my partner can come this way, do whatever. It's gonna be something that they can do that can turn you off. Let's just be honest.
True.
And so that might be one of them. So I think that is a fair assessment. But to the general conversation of, and especially that's why I said it was funny hearing it from the man, because I was like, I think he's tapping into his feminine side, or is it that men are just trying new things? Like, what do you even? How would that even come about? So the same thing with the nail polish. Like, if a man legit, he can have a wife and all that, whatever. If he just say, I want to do nail polish, where does that come from? Is it that we're just becoming more accepting to stuff, or is it that he's touching it to a feminine side? Like, that's my part, like, that I was trying to.
I feel like it could be both in a sense. Like, I think it literally just depends on the person. Like, only he would truly know. Yeah. Like, if he's just trying to touch on his feminine side, or if this is just something new, or both.
Yeah, different definition of feminine. I think I did tell you this, but I don't know. When it's like when they use the term feminine, I just be like, because I know a lot of dudes say, if you tell a dude, I want you to tap into your feminine side, he can take it a certain way. He might not even understand what you mean, because, you know, a lot of people feel like, if I'm telling you to tap into your feminine side, I'm talking about your emotions and, you know, that stuff. But I think when people hear feminine, they automatically think on outside. And I think it's like their perception thing. Like, if you tell somebody, how do I say it? Or maybe you say it in two different ways. Like, you tell a man, you acting very feminine. He ain't gonna take that nice. Right. But then if you tell another man, you're tapping into your feminine side, I like that, he might take it okay. It's like that line of, what is the definition of tapping into your feminine side? Yeah, or how we're using the word. Yeah. So I think with that, I personally don't say like, oh, you're tapping into your feminine side, like, because they do sound, it sound non-manly. Yeah. It do. So I just personally don't say that. I just like, oh my God, you're being emotional. Yeah. You know, like, I like that. Yeah. But yeah, I think feminine is just a female's term. Yeah, like, I think it's just, I can't explain it. So let's just say you're tapping into your estrogen. Yeah, that's even deeper. Because we know women have testosterone and estrogen, but mostly estrogen. We know men have a little estrogen in them, but mostly testosterone. Yeah. So let's just say it's tapping into your estrogen. I don't know. But yeah. And that's the thing, and it made me question too, because I don't know science on that part as well. Is every man, like you said, every man has the estrogen. it's like this. So that mean that every man go through this internal struggle of never showing it. Like, you know, when men fight emotion. I think that's the thing where it's like, I don't know if that's how society had to set up. You know, being a man, it's like, are you continuously trying to fight that estrogen or feminine that you have inside? So I can't show emotion because if I show it, then they're going to say something bad about me. So that's why I'm starting to think that it's becoming like this, what men having this, oh, what do we do?
Child, maybe we said something right, child.
I know, right? Exactly. Like men tapping into this, it's like a fight every day. Or it's like, I gotta do stuff so strictly masculine to be so much of a man. I can't show that little emotion. Or then they really finna think something about me. Right. So now I'm starting to think that men are struggling every day with it.
I can imagine. Like, I guess my question is, where did it come from? Because I think we tend to blame the women for that, right? It's like, oh my God, you know, the women made men like this. We can't tap into it. But I feel like it's the men that make men like this.
For sure. That's what judge first.
That's what I'm just like, if anything, like, I'm not saying women don't, because they do, but I think it comes from men.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's, and like I told you before, I always feel like men, period, are here to, they are seeking validation from other men. And that's the sickening part of it. The amount of women they have, what they do, at the end of the day, they're trying to
impress.
Yes, or be at the top of this line of men. There's like, everything they do is for the validation from other men. So I think that's the problem where it's like, even if, like, that's what they worried about. Because I imagine, what if a man was in a world full of women, how would he act? Because he wouldn't be worried about another man judging him. So I think that's really what it is. I think it's so much of that word from other men that men would never tap into the feminine or the other stuff or whatever. And so I guess that brings it back too. So I'm assuming that those who do wear like the satchels or whatever, maybe you got to have some type of security in yourself, I guess.
Yeah, they may have a secure group of friends, non-judgmental friends or family or, you know, whoever. So I don't know. I'm okay. The satchel thing, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I think it's like, to be honest, I feel like with them, especially in the tone she was saying, I feel like it was way more than that. I think that's the easiest thing to pick at first, because that's like that initial thing. Like, you see a man, you like, oh, that's one of them, not red flags, but you know, like, that's the alert. That's the alert. Like the nail polish, that's an alert. What else? Oh, she said that too. Hanging earrings.
So okay, wait. Let me see the hanging earrings.
And like you said, that's probably one of the things. Got to be the person too.
Yeah, I think it has to be the person. Okay, wait. Like, not hoops, just the dangling.
I think it's just the dangling ones. Yeah, because I think she's just dangling.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't pay attention.
And
this just me right now in this moment. I don't too much pay attention to the dangling.
And I like that you say that, because now that I don't know what I made me think now. You do have this, of course. We done met somebody like this. You have these set of women where men too, where it's like they're not. I ain't gonna say shallow. I ain't gonna say superficial either. You have to come in a perfect form for them, like not like a. I don't want to say like build, because that's what dudes that build a Barbie. Where it's like this, you have to be like this perfect figure of a man. Like, you can't be flawed in no way. Like, you have to be macho, and you have to be like this no matter what. Can carry all the groceries all your head like this. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be in that macho form. Like, and legit, I feel like that's what it is. This standard of, if you're not that macho man, everything you're doing outside of it is questionable. Like, you're having the hardest, and that's what I feel like it's stemming from. Like, you had those group of women legit. If you're not getting that man, which a lot of them you see are single for that fact of, they're not finding that man because they're looking for that superficial thing. They're looking for, if you ain't got that amount of muscles, or if you ain't got that, I'm not trying to seek about or look into what else you got to offer. And so I think that's why a lot of them literally be sitting back by themselves, because it's like an unrealistic want. Like, you want him to have everything on the list, even if you ain't got it, because, you know, we know. Now, you want them to have everything on this list. They got to be this macho man, got to be everything. And then if they don't have it, now it's like, okay, yeah, I don't like that about him. You can't have it. And that's what I feel like that's stemming from, or that's the tone that it gave. Like, it's like, the man got to be the most macho everything about him got to be macho.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be the ultimate man, which I don't even know. Can you even be that realistically? I don't know. It's like,
I don't know. I think when it comes to from what I see and how I feel and the guys that I've seen and been around, most of those guys that's big and all this be the most sensitive ones. I just was like, oh my God. Like, you can't say nothing to them. And I think they may have been around women who, because they're big, it's like, oh, he's so manly because he can carry all the groceries in the house. I don't care. But I think as I get older, and then not even as I get older, because I think we said all the time, like as I get older, I think once I fully tap into my emotions and then truly see what you want, it's like you really do want a male who can tap into their emotions because I feel like you can communicate better when he can. When it's this, oh, we can't talk about that because that sound like some girl. So you know what I'm saying? It's just be like, what are you talking about? Like, and it's hard to have conversations with men who are very surface level or I can't do this or it's going to look like this or, and I get it. Like, I don't think no man probably wants to be viewed in a feminine way. Probably even like guys who are actually like, very feminine, but still it's like, be yourself. I don't know. I just can't be yourself. And it's easier said than done. Because are we truly ourselves every day? Like, no. But I just feel like when it comes to men, you have to tap into that emotion. I'm not saying be over here bawling your eyes out. Not that type of emotion. And if you have to do that, it is what it is. But I'm saying like if a person your significant other is just saying like, hey, I love you. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna keep saying I love you. Just say it. Just like, I love you. Be truthful about how you feel towards that person. Like, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Like, if you talk to a guy and they can't express how they feel. Stuff, like, it's just like, ew. Like, is something wrong? Are you slow?
It is.
Like,
that's what it is.
But,
it's not that hard. It really ain't.
It's not. And, you know, me and one of my best friends had that conversation because I think women do tend to think like you said, like the muscles and the money and all that is the most important thing, and which like finance is important. Don't get me wrong.
And like they said, the masculine thing that carries a briefcase. So have a briefcase and stuff like that too. Is it like, you know, it's so
don't come
so
around
superficial. I'm just like, it's so superficial. Like,
you know, unless it's for work or something like that. But and when I say that, not literally, don't come around with no briefcase. But I'm just saying. But I think what is very important is literally a guy who can communicate.
Yes.
Like, it makes life so much easier.
You get to the point of, like you say, a level of security within yourself as a man and realize that if you express emotion or you do this certain stuff, that does not make you less than a man. You will see how easy it is to do it. Like, it's like, because I see several men do it. I see them very emotional with their wives or with the kids. You know, just simple stuff. Because I feel like that's another thing too. If you can't even be emotional with your wife, what you gonna do with your kids?
That's very
Those
true
are growing beings. You got to help them develop. If you can't even express emotion, how can you bring another child? How can you bring somebody up in this world? Like and then again, that's how it's passed on down. Like you are having this you have this image of, I got to do this. Well, they ain't going to respect me as no man. Then when you got that son, he go up crazy. Then it's like, that's where you get it from.
And to me, that's what I was saying on the last episode, where I think we tend to when it comes to like dads being in the kids' lives and stuff like that, it's like, yes, he needs to be there, but he also needs to be like emotionally available as well, because yes, your child may not be in jail and all that, you know, or doing stuff bad, but at the same time, I know a lot of guys out here that did not have their fathers. They doing good in life, but when it comes to snapping fast, just not aware of certain things and just not emotionally connected because you're running off that hurt. It's like
that appearance is important. I get it. It is telling. If somebody carrying they dirty walking around, you're gonna think they dirty. You're gonna like them. You know, appearance is everything. So what people have on, I think it's fair game to do it. I can't say like it is what it is. So if you see nails painted, like you said, if you judge off of that, that is fair. If you say to yourself, who knows? But I think for real, the conversation is deeper than when you use the term like feminine, masculinity and stuff. You can't talk about that type of stuff without talking about the emotional part and what it is really to be a man, or what parts the man is, how feminine looks for a man. Like, you really have to go deep into it, because stuff like that. So if you're like, what I'm saying, is it like, because to me it look like if she got this man she wanted with muscles, y'all been together 20 years, he decided to put that satchel on, now you don't like him no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it.
Where you going? Yeah. That's where a lot of men don't like masculine women. And it's pretty much the same.
It really is.
So, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah, so stay tuned.
Well, make sure I write it down, because it can get it. We're Santa Claus. Both of us Santa Claus. We make the rules. We have little elves, and so we make. But you
looking in the camera, because you keep looking down there, and I
do that. I do doing this. We have the nice and naughty list for 2024. A lot of y'all been cutting up, and we spared a lot of y'all because we forgot. So a lot of y'all did something so bad that we try to get it out of our mind, and we ain't thinking about it right now. But for the ones that's recent, we're gonna get y'all.
Baby Halo! Oh my gosh, he is definitely going on the nice list. Yeah. Like, if I had a baby, I'm not having children. But if I did, I definitely want a baby Halo. He is so sweet in those facial expressions, like funniest baby ever, like without doing anything. So he's definitely going on the nice list.
Yeah, I would say so too. Hell, like you said, he's on his mean streak.
Yes.
And I know his dad to take him everywhere. And which is, I guess, at least he's present.
Well, being the dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he take him everywhere. He be on streams. He doing the 9 to 5 like they doing. He is a streamer too. He gonna be on everybody's camera. Pretty much. Just funny. But yes, and that's a good thing too, because of course a lot of people had a lot to say about Halle. Her pregnancy, which I don't know why. A lot of people wanted it to be put out sooner and all that. So I'm glad that she was able to have like this private pregnancy, put it out when she wanted to. Of course, we did see they had some back and forth, but we're talking about the baby now.
Yeah.
And yes, he's on a nice list. So give him everything.
Yes, baby Halo, hi.
Yes. Moving on. Ice Spice.
Now, we've been rooting for you.
Yeah.
Spice.
We got 24 hours.
No. Period. So, she's still my girl now. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But after that whole debacle, I'm going to put you on a naughty list because it's something.
It's real.
It's very much something. And my girl Cleo not lying. I know she's not lying.
For sure not.
So I'm still rooting for you, but watch this. So you going on a naughty list.
Naughty list this year.
Yeah. So fix it.
Yeah, fix that, because you can try to change it next year. But let's do this. Let's not, people who you don't want to really be friends with, let's not bring them along.
And not use them.
Let's not do that. Let's not take what they let's just do our own thing. And then if they want to eat, feed them. We're not gonna do that. We don't do that to friends. So that's when you're a bad friend, you just automatically go on the naughty list.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Got to.
Because it's so easy to be a good friend. I like, what's going on? So like I said, I'm always listen to your music. But when it comes to the person part, we got to work on that.
We definitely need to work on it.
Cleo said he was very real dark. And that's scary, I didn't see that in you, but now when I look at you, I see something else. So let's work on that. You probably win me back if you bring the orange fro, but let's just get back to it.
I know, and she's a Capricorn. Like, I'm a Scorpio. We're supposed to.
Yeah, like, let's come on.
And
like you said, two sides of every story, but at the same time, this time, I'm sorry, it just made too much sense.
Yeah,
you're definitely in the wrong.
Yeah.
So let's just work on that. You get no gifts this year, maybe a little Choco. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Try again next year. JT, what you working with?
Hey.
What you working with?
Pay for this. Get your bands up. Oh, you ain't. I'm going to hit your mans up.
Cold ass guy get
fur in the summertime.
So keep the bills paid because you know. Just always in my business, JT. What you really do?
I be at home playing flash around swimming pool. I'm a real big dog. You a scrap doing all that wife. No, he don't. Nice list. My girl is nice. Don't ever try to play JT like that.
Y'all be trying to flip it.
Yeah. It don't be her. It be y'all. So JT, yes, with the come up. I don't know if she had got a new stylist or what, but my girl is glowing up.
For sure.
And I just like how she's still working.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's gonna be even better next year.
Yeah.
Like she's humble, staying humble. I'm gonna say staying humble. She's going on the nice list for me. Rolling loud. Rolling Loud. Her moment at Rolling Loud just shows you a lot too. I think she's grateful, even though she may not be top hitter of the year or anything like that. Just that's just enough for me. You killing it, JT. Continue to kill it. You my girl. Yeah.
We definitely fans of JT, as y'all know if you do watch us. So like the Rolling Loud performance, like she did, you can tell like the production. It's just she's here. That's all I can say. Like she's doing her solo thing, which of course we've been begging for.
If you know something, tell me. If you know something, tell me. If you know something, tell me.
You tell. For someone that begged to like all the girls in the house, if you know something, tell me.
20 ounce people become all of a sudden.
But so she did all that. Grammy nominated. A mixtape, City Cinderella. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. She's really doing it. She's caught her own aesthetic. She got her brand. Like it's perfect. So JT keep winning. I want you to be on a nice list next year too. So you get all the gifts. I'm sorry, you get all the gifts. And we're gonna talk to the people. We're gonna go ahead and make sure the Grammy is one of the gifts. We're gonna go ahead and make some calls. You need that. JT, nice list.
Yes.
Hey, the real bad. You know you wouldn't get that nice list. He knew that before. You knew you wouldn't want that nice list.
Yeah, so this will be quick.
Real quick.
Naughty.
Yeah.
And naughty. Let me start. You're going on a naughty list, brother. So
it's nothing.
And it liked it. So
it's the truth. It's the truth. It's past ugly at this point. I don't know what to say. Like it's really, we talked about it so much because of how bad it is. There's so many people. It's just so much involved in it.
I just hope that his kids have a great Christmas, and then even after this, like I would feel bad for his kids and stuff like that. So hopefully they, come out of this good.
Yeah, that's Doechii.
Ooh, Doechii. Doechii definitely is going on the nice list because she is slowly but surely making her way up this rap ladder. I had never heard her before until you started telling me stuff about her, and I ended up following her, and I'm just like, I like her. Like, very versatile. Different. Just a different sound. I don't know. I think she is what we need now.
For sure.
Like,
and she can rap. She really can rap.
Yes. So hopefully she sticks with it, stay in it. I really see big things for her. And
I saw her in concert. She opened up for Doechii in Atlanta. I knew, you could tell right then, like I already had the performance part packed down. Like she got it. Like there's nothing missing. Nothing really needs to be taught. She just got it.
Yeah, definitely nice.
A lot of gifts. Hopefully you get those 4 Grammys.
Yes.
Moving along. Well, this is our last one, and which is the most recent one. Remy Ma and Papoose. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. Don't make that face.
All right.
Okay, you guys.
Oh, don't make that face. Ooh.
Remy Ma and Papoose, the black love couple. Everybody just like, I don't want to be like them.
I want to be just like them.
Papoose a Pisces.
Oh.
What is Remy Ma? Oh man, I wish I could look it up. If y'all know, put it in the comments, please.
That's a good question.
Y'all going on a naughty list because, baby, what's going on? Why? What they said? Why are we in the group message?
This is like everything around it. I feel like it's too much of us being in it. Like, did y'all? It's almost like this stuff could have been done off of social media. Yeah. And it's funny because you look at them as a couple, you would not think this would be the couple to go to social media.
Exactly.
It's very...
I don't understand why people just can't just go get the divorce. Why are you trying to prove to us that she's a bad person and that he's a bad person. I personally don't care. I don't care. Like, average people go through this every day.
Every day.
We see it on Facebook all the time trying to prove this person's a bad person. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
I hate couple goals. I hate the phrase couple goals.
Yeah.
I've always been opposed to anytime saying I see somebody doing something. You don't know what the people going through. You don't know how it looks. Because somebody look good in the picture, what does that mean? You want their relationship because they look good in the picture? They can post a TikTok right now, hugging and everything. That means you want their relationship.
Soon they cut it out.
Boom, boom. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate the phrase couple goals. And of course, I'm not against the phrase of black love, but at the same time, let's not try to deem these people as the best looking relationship you've seen.
Right.
And then try to be like, yeah, I want my relationship just like that. You don't know. Because apparently it's nothing like that. Like, that's why I hate it. Let's just wipe that away. I don't even like to see that. Like, I don't even like comparing couples where it's like people love to say, well, they doing it, we can do it. What? Like, I hate, that's like one of my pet peeves. Please stop that. That couple goes. You don't know what these people going through.
Especially after a certain age. Like y'all 30, 40 years old talking about couple, like, please.
Move on. Come on. You don't know what these couples like just because they look good in the picture. What does that mean? You can look good in the picture with whoever you want to. You ain't got to be dating them. It's
exactly.
Not, like, it's so, but then again, that's social media.
And then that's what we see just regular people on Facebook that we know behind the scenes getting cheated on, all this, and then they know that. But then post on Facebook like everything perfect. You just like, I'm not finna like.
Just like criminal finna happen, and you know how these people, they gonna make sure they posting, he here and it's this good and all that, knowing how hard it was for y'all to even get together for this very moment. He just there because it makes sense. So it's like, that's what I hate to see that. Like, stop. And if you're in a relationship, now stop comparing your relationship to social media stuff. Like, don't look at somebody and be like, that's what I said, that's that, is it quote unquote like false idols type thing? Where like, I'm looking at this is exactly what I want us to be like. Are you crazy? Are you okay? Like, you shouldn't even thought of that. Yeah, it's one thing to say somebody look nice together or why trigger?
And it take a little advice from people if you're just really looking for it, but other than that, just trying to go down the list like we gotta be exactly like this. Like, no, it's not happening, especially for me. Like, no, I can't do it.
But I would say, like, I do like Michelle and Obama relationship.
I do. And their relationship definitely probably, even when, Michelle comes out and talk about, like, I guess, like, their stages early on. And you just like, oh my God, Obama, like, really?
Yeah, like, and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah. So it's still like, yes, I admire them. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want my relationship exactly like this.
Yeah. So let's get out of that. If this prove anything, just prove it. And on the other side of, like, what would y'all do without social media? Because, like you said, we in that group message pretty much. And I'm just like, I never understand it. I'm sorry. Even in a relationship or outside a relationship, the moment you get done with somebody, this is the time we're going to ask stuff out, and now we're going to talk about it.
Right.
Social media is choking y'all. Do y'all get it? Like, it has this literally a choke on y'all so bad that y'all literally feel like whatever going on right here, even if the people on the public don't know what's going on, you feel like, now I'm going to give them the story time.
Right.
Why do they matter in what you got going on?
And my thing too, like, I wouldn't even want to date Papoose after that. Or it don't matter, like, or if I was a guy, I wouldn't want to date Remy Ma, because you showing me exactly what you do if something happened or if something went left or you saw me talking on the phone with another dude or something like that. Like, no, it's not right. No, it's not fair. I know people like, whoever did it first, it's the same. If that person rolled back, like, it don't matter. Like, just keep us out of the group.
On the naughty list. I can't even split y'all up. Y'all got to go in there together. Y'all both doing it.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see Papoose be on no social media. He ain't even seem like the type in that.
That's their pipe, y'all. Don't. That's their pipe. They paint that good picture. But
I would never would have thought. But naughty list, we're going to put you on the naughty list. And on top of the bag, we're going to open it up. And we got a song. Rob took it to a dollar.
But you don't look like Rob. Left the operating table still look like nah. Mm-mm.
So we're gonna put that in the bag with it, with the charcoal. I'm sorry. It's gonna, but anyway, we hope you enjoyed us, and we hope that you're on the good list.
Yes, and we also hope that you guys have a great safe Christmas and enjoying time with your family, friends, and whoever you see as family. I don't know. Yeah. But somebody. Yeah. And also the ones they have a man. Let me stop.
And if not, I would say like for the people, well, I know a lot of people, because I see a lot of people say this all the time on Facebook, and it just don't feel like Christmas. It don't feel like this, or they, have a very negative take on it. And I don't know, you could be going through something. I think in these times, try to make a tradition to treat yourself. Try to enjoy for yourself. If I don't know, if we're watching Christmas movie make them sad, I don't know, like, or make it a tradition, or like, around this time, if it is a time for you where you're feeling down, try to not be. Try to. Or if you ain't doing it this year, try next year to be like, what, next year I'm going to get up and actually do something. Yeah. I'm not going to sit in this. I'm not going to sit here and post up and be like, it just don't feel like Christmas.
Because we're grown now. Yeah. Christmas. Yeah. Because I don't want to say Christmas is meant for kids, but I think y'all know what I mean when we say, so now we're the grown people now. Yes. And I know that feeling, it doesn't feel the same, but at the same time, it's like, we have to make those memories now. For sure. So I guess now we know what our parents felt like. Yeah, we were an adult. It's the coffee. Being an adult kind of shows you like Christmas is. It can just really be about gifts and shopping, and I think sometimes we can miss like I'm very big into family and just being around a whole bunch of people. Not saying because you get gifts, then you don't care about the family, but I think we can get caught up in it sometimes, and it just feels overwhelming. I know I get overwhelmed. Like, it's like, oh my God, like, don't nobody give me that because I don't feel like doing it. But I'm just here to eat. That's what I be doing. I just need some food because I miss Thanksgiving food. Yeah. I don't know what point I made, but just try to make as many memories as you can, like with your kids and stuff. Yeah. Don't get caught up in trying to get all these kids this expensive stuff. That's why I feel different. Yeah, because I've been looking at him. I'm just like, what? Yeah. And maybe I am hating. Call me a hater because we ain't get all that stuff. But I feel like I'm really not. I just don't understand. Like, I'm not finna pay that much.
Yeah, it'd be too much. Sometimes it'd be too much.
Don't stress yourself out. Yeah. Like, I promise you, them kids not gonna care in 3 days.
And I think with good intention, everything will turn out well.
Yes.
There's other stuff you can do, like you said, all this expensive stuff. I'd be like, not saying I won't get it for them, but still, it's like, dang. But it's stuff you can do leading up to just make it feel like Christmas. Make them have their children, very impressionable. They will enjoy what you make them, not make them enjoy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, make it as Christmas as possible. It's stuff you can do.
Happy holidays. For sure. Oh my God. I said, and happy holidays. I just said Merry Christmas. But same thing. Yeah. Like, Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, so like we said, enjoy. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We will see you on the next time. We gotta go. Our Uber is outside. So we'll see y'all next time.